Sam, where are you? No! You're so weak.
This is a follow-up video to a video that I made recently. In that video I talked about how from the trailer's perspective it looked like Bumblebee dies in this scene. And I talked briefly about why I'm okay with him dying, and a lot of people disagree with me, which is 100% okay. I expected people to disagree with me. Some people said he won't die because he's too popular, some people said he won't die because Hasbro will lose money in toy sales, some people said he won't die but get severely injured and get a new form, which seems like the most likely option. And as I predicted, some people said that if he dies they're not gonna go watch the next movie. Oh, and some people just call me cuckoo and that I don't make no sense. Even on my TikTok, someone just said nah. And surprisingly, a lot of people still think this is a prequel. It's not a prequel. Please, stop it. It's not a prequel. At the end of this video, I'm probably gonna read out some of the comments, not in an antagonizing way, but more as a way to bring us together as a Transformer community. Now, I like Bumblebee, don't get me wrong, he's such a badass and a lot of people's first emotional connection to the Transformer franchise. You can hang out with him all day and just have fun. But let's be honest, the movies portray him as a cute puppy dog. Now, I'm not saying he can't be nice, I'm okay with that, but I'm just tired of him being portrayed in this manner. Why is he crying Revenge of the Fallen? Why is he a clumsy mess when Carly walks into her own apartment? Why is an Autobot built for battle acting like this? And if you don't think he was built for battle, his name is B-127 in the first movie. That is not a name he was born with, because at the end of the movie, he asked Optimus to call him Bumblebee from now on. In a live action movie, I would rather him be more portrayed as the Transformers animated Bumblebee or the Transformers Prime Bumblebee. I would rather him just act like a young adult who is interested in human culture to make him more relatable. You don't have to write him as this cute pet that you're hiding in the garage from your parents. He can just be a friend. The fan base, oh my gosh, the fan base. The fan base is made up of people who like Transformers and people who are only really there to see Bumblebee and Optimus Prime, and that's a problem. People only really know Optimus and Bumblebee. Bumblebee's face is the first thing you see if you type Transformers in the Google search bar. And like I said in my original video, the Bayverse series does not focus on the Transformers enough. The movies have to make the general audience care for other characters except for just Bumblebee, which is hard to do because people are already so connected to Bumblebee that a lot of people will likely ignore them in favor of seeing Bumblebee on screen. Imagine if half the audience that saw Endgame only went because they wanted to see Spider-Man come back to life. Do you actually like and enjoy Marvel, or do you just like Spider-Man? You can easily replace him with Hot Shot, Hot Rod, Sideswipe, Jazz, or Cliffjumper to have a human companion.
Then again.
Oh, wow.
Never mind!
And from the trailer's perspective, it does look like that's what they're trying to do with Mirage. He's not like Optimus where he's absolutely pivotal to the plot because he's the leader of the Autobots. You can't replace him unless you have Hot Rod become Rodimus Prime. Optimus was barely in the Bumblebee movie, but they still established him as the leader of the Autobots. There is no one else that can replace Optimus. As I predicted, fans said they weren't going to see the next movie if he dies. Some people even said they were going to leave in the middle of the movie if he dies. If Bumblebee dies, you shouldn't hate the movie for it. You should be happy that you were emotionally connected to a fictional character. No one hated Endgame because Iron Man died. Fans viewed his sacrifice as noble, so then why can't we do the same if Bumblebee dies? A good point people made was that Hasbro will lose money if they don't have updated Bumblebee designs to sell toys. Hasbro's revenue isn't just Bumblebee toys, but it was a vast majority of it in 2019, especially since Toys R Us went bankrupt. Bumblebee toys were the reason their shares were on track, but that's the only thing they really had. No one really cares about G.I. Joe, and their video games aren't that interesting to the general public. If Hasbro wants to sell toys, why not focus on more characters than just Bumblebee? Isn't that the point of introducing new characters and writing them with more personality and likability? Hasbro can write and focus on new characters to please the general audience in their movies to sell more toys. Which are for kids, by the way. Why wouldn't a kid want a collection of toys on each side of the room before they slap them up against each other? Because that's what I did as a child. And now to read some comments. Jazz had personality, but he was killed in the first movie. I miss Jazz. Like you, I miss Jazz. Someone said, if Bumblebee die, I'm gonna die too, man. Fuck the world. If Bumblebee dies, you would rewatch the movie 19 or more times. You should do it too. Also, I think if Bumblebee dies, it could get negative reviews and the movie might not perform well. Yeah, that's another problem. Bumblebee is at the point where if he's like Glenn from The Walking Dead. Bumblebee won't die, he'll just be injured and changes into a different car like he did in the Bumblebee movie. See, okay, that's another thing. When I actually went back and I rewatched the trailer, I looked closely at that first shot where Bumblebee transformed and that shot of Cheetor and Bumblebee right next to each other. They're two different cars. So it is possible that Bumblebee will get injured and just come back in a new form. Thanks DJ for pointing that out because I wasn't really thinking about that. You're cuckoo. Okay. I really enjoy reading y'all's comments, good or bad, I don't really care. I just like seeing them. I like seeing y'all's perspective and what y'all think about what I say. And I'm really trying to build a bigger Transformer community on this channel. It's not only gonna be a Transformer channel, but a lot of my videos are gonna be Transformer based. So if you enjoy that kind of content, go ahead and subscribe.